Hi there, you're watching Blaze Connect TV, and it's your number one favorite chat show, the Candid Girls Chat. Before we continue, let me acknowledge my sponsors. If you want to have an event and you're looking for a media house that is going to take care of your photography and your videography, look no further. I introduce to you Duke's Media House. You can contact them on 054-539-2201, or you can email them on dukesmediahouse06@gmail.com. Exprilia is a contemporary Ghanaian fashion brand that makes ready-to-wear costumes like what I'm wearing. I know you like it, and I'm looking tish, but I like it or not. I'm looking. So yes, as I was saying, if you're looking for someone to make you a handmade clothing, you have to contact them on 0554-094-160, or you can email them on esprilia2gh@gmail.com. You can also follow them on Instagram. It's _esprilia_Suncrest. It's your ideal catering services for all your events. They do take-in and also breakfast and lunch for businesses and institute. You can also do takeout. Contact them on 059-2794-621, or you can follow them on social media, Suncrest, at Suncrest on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. In case you don't know how to spell it, it's SANCHRIZ. So it's not S, it's ZT. Suncrest. You can call them for all your finger licking meals. MyGHmarket.com is an online solution center that deals in all gadgets, kitchenware, cars, mentioning phones, computers. All you have to do is to visit them on their website at on myghmarket.com, or you can contact them on 024-251-7400 or 024-722-7110. And the exciting thing is that every month, one lucky winner of Blaze Connect TV takes away with something courtesy by myghmarket.com. If you're looking for all your designers, talking about the Pradas, the D&G, the Fenties, among others, all you have to do is to walk in and shop with Silax Fashion. You can locate them on the East Legon Bauleshi second stop, or you can call them on 024-862-9531. Or you can also follow them on Instagram at Silax Fashion. Oh, I forgot to tell you, my name is Bella. We are taking a commercial break, and when we come back, we go straight into the show. But before we go, I have a question for you. Do you think men are heartless, or they purposely decide to really torment women? Let's know your suggestions and your thoughts after the break. Stay. Welcome back, guys. If you just tuned in, you're watching Blaze Connect TV, and it's the Candid Girls chat. Before we went for the break, I asked a question. So if you are ready, you can just send in your comments and your thoughts on our social media pages. It's Bliss Connect TV, everyone on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. You can also leave your comments down below our comment section, and we will read it here. Let me quickly go to the letter for today. It says, "Hi ladies, my name is Ellen and I'm 24 years old. My husband is 26 years and we've been married for 2 years. I recently had twin babies. When I was pregnant, my husband was so supportive and would treat me like a queen. The birth was supposed to be a celebration, but now my husband is denying the children. He is saying that the children are not his because they are fair and we are not fair. Also, the younger twin was born with a defective leg. He's refusing to look after the children and he won't be given any money to help me. He has begun raining insults at me that I'm a prostitute and that I should go and take the children to their real father. I have told him that we should go for a DNA test, and he's refused because he claims that he's certain that the kids are not his. I'm not sure what to do, but I'm becoming tired and frustrated." Guys, you've all read the story. I know it's very sad. I have with me Diane. I know you've seen her before, and she's back here again. Hi, Diane.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Glad to be back.
How do you feel?
Great, awesome.
I missed you like small.
Oh, I'm back.
Anyways, how was your weekend?
Stressful.
It was stressful.
Yeah.
I mean, but any day.
Yeah.
If
We move.
That's the spirit. We move. Okay, so Diane, you've heard the story, and I believe you've
pathetic.
You understand. I believe you've read it. So do you think our children's genetic makeup should actually causes us to think we are not responsible for them, we are not their real parents?
I don't think that should be the case. I'm not really a doctor or a medical practitioner, but it shouldn't be the case because I know I have a friend. She and her husband are dark, but the kids are fair, but they look like their parents.
Do you think it's actually going to be right if the woman decides that, okay, I've had enough, what is it? Even the marriage is even becoming toxic because every now and then he's raining insults and it's making her look so bad, and she's even calling her a prostitute, which shouldn't even be, like, you understand? So do you think it would be right for her to gather the strength to take a legal action against the husband?
Perfect. It's the right decision because from the start, like he's draining you emotionally, and then kids are involved. Kids that are supposed to be yours, that are supposed to make you happy and everything. They're like, right now you see the kids and like they remind you of what your husband and everything. It's draining her. I think she should really take legal actions for the man to take responsibility for the kids because right now he's like, they are not his because they are fair and then one has a defective leg or whatever
should it even be something for him to even use as a basis to even do that?
It's not. For me, I think the lady should really take legal actions.
But sometimes
like effectively.
Yeah. But don't you think she has to inform the guy's family first?
Yeah, that's true. I think that's one thing she should do. Like she should have done even before even talking to us. She should have done that because they are immediate family. They know your husband better, and it's been 2 years. You guys are married for 2 years, so it's like right now I'm sure she's like, is this the man I married? Did I really get to know this man before we got married? I mean, where from all this? So it makes it some way. So I think the first thing she should have spoken to the family about it, and then get their reactions. I'm sure they will be they would support her in this, they would back her and then, get him to be responsible for the kids.
Don't you think some family members can actually be behind the whole thing? You know how some family members are?
It's true, but right now kids are involved. And I know some families, how they are so I don't want to use, when kids are involved, they get so emotional, like, hey, Menana,
Yeah.
you know, like, I'm sure when she was pregnant, she even said it, the man treated her like a queen. And aside the man treated her like a queen, I'm sure the man's mother was coming around to help and everything. So like right now the kids are born, they are here. So it's going to be like, oh, you know, the kids have arrived, we have to treat them like this, pamper them and all that. So definitely the family, it's a bit dicey. Some may be in support of it, but when it comes to kids, and I'm sure from the look of things, they're not really so grown. They are still in their baby stage. So they are still fragile, and obviously the family would be, oh, you know, happy about the fact that kids are involved. But the man is just really making my head ache. I mean, how can you do that to a newly married? I mean, come on, you don't do that. Like
it's heartless.
It's very it's because right now it's like, instead of her to be so excited about the fact that the kids are in, she has to always have to deal with insults from the husband, and it's really going to ruin her emotionally, everything, not even talk of the marriage. I don't know. And the whole idea of he not even going to do the DNA,
that's the annoying thing.
I don't get it.
You just hold on for us. Before we continue, we want to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we are still here. Welcome back, guys. You're still watching Bliss Connect TV and as a Candid Girl Chat. If you are not following any of our social media platforms, please do so by going to Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. It's at Bliss Connect TV. And also, if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go down below at the top on the subscription box, okay? And also you can press on the notification bell so that you be part of the people that are notified to watch all of our exciting episodes. So before we went on a break, Dina, I'm coming back for you. And we're talking about the man refusing to do a DNA. I don't know, but a part of me feels like he's kind of hiding something. You know how some men are, maybe he recently, I mean, wait, don't you think he's actually found out something? Like,
and he's trying to hide it from them.
Hide it. And he's trying to say that the kids are not mine. I mean, don't you think he's actually using the whole thing, I'm not doing the DNA thing, they are not my children, as an excuse?
It's obvious he's hiding something, because why refuse to take a DNA when you are obviously saying the kids are not yours?
You understand?
So the easiest way to find out if the kids are yours is to take a DNA. So why is he refusing? I think he's trying to hide something, but what exactly he's hiding, I'm really...
We don't really... So do you think the wife can actually dig in? I mean, can't she just go herself and do the DNA?
You know, I watch movies a lot, and I see some of the things they do.
Yeah.
Some can... I know you can use a strand of hair to do a DNA test. Obviously, your husband brushes his hair.
Those ones are the ones, I mean, the foreign movies we watch. Do you think in Ghana? In Ghana, or maybe Africa, they do that?
Probably. I don't. maybe some private hospital. Maybe it'll be expensive.
Yeah.
So that's maybe one factor I should have to maybe consider.
Yeah.
It might be expensive. Possibly, I know we have some high-tech hospitals here. So she can look for one, get a shot of his hair.
I mean, if he's
and
sleeping
then,
or...
Exactly, yes. There was one I saw, it was a movie I watched, the man was asleep, opened his mouth, and then the lady took this cotton bud just to get his saliva.
Yeah.
Just do a DNA test.
A DNA test.
So something like that can be done. If,
I think
if he opens his mouth to sleep or whatever, you can just
It doesn't
do
even,
something.
she doesn't even really have to open her, like, sorry,
The
his
husband's
mouth and then
yeah.
take it. I mean,
There are other ways you can just get
Yeah,
a part of, you know, his DNA or whatever it is, and then just do a DNA test.
Yeah.
And then bring the result to him. But I don't know, from the whole thing, I feel he's just trying to be difficult. Maybe he was expecting some...
JJ babies.
Yeah, and he wasn't getting it.
I mean, you're not
so-
Michael Jackson or you're not Jay-Z. I mean, you don't expect...
So he's disappointed. And I even feel that even if the lady goes for a DNA test and the results come, and they're like, okay, these are the results, you are their father, he's still going to deny it.
Yes.
Because I don't know, I just...
You know, he can actually say, only doctor na koye kanana.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's, even if she...
I really think, I don't know, I think the family should really intervene at this point. Because
The family doesn't know.
the man is acting all fishy. Like, I don't know, I feel he's hiding
That's
something.
why I'm actually saying, I think he's actually hiding something.
Yeah, I think he's hiding
Because
something.
I remember
It
I
doesn't
also
make
watched
sense.
this, I think it was even a Nigerian movie. The man was, I mean, the woman wasn't giving birth, and then they decided that, oh, let's just have like, how do you call that thing?
What?
I mean, I've forgotten the name given to it.
Artificial insemination.
No, it's not artificial
Or like when
insemination. When they have to go to like clinic by clinic and then, I mean, check their whatever they call. And then when after the man was being difficult, you know, men, oh, I'm okay.
Because he has
nothing
an
is wrong
issue.
with me. But then when they went, it was rather the man that had the issue. But then the day the man went for the whole test results, the woman wasn't part. She was in I think she was at the office. So when the man got the result and opened, then he actually got to find out that, oh, so I'm the problem, not my wife. So he told a friend, and the friend was like, oh, are you telling your wife? I mean, she's going to use it against it. She's going to tell the friends that she's not barren and it's you and blah, blah, blah. So why don't we just give her pills so that she sleep, and then maybe I'll just sleep with her for you.
What?
So, yeah. So after I do that, and the next day you pretend as if you guys actually were intimate,
Wow,
and then
that's
you
weird.
understand. So maybe it could be the same thing, just that when they give birth to their
That's
children.
So like even from the onset, you are aware these kids are not yours, and now you're trying to stress.
I mean, I didn't say that was what he did. I said,
So like, no, like assuming.
I'm assuming,
Yeah,
because
it's
how he's
still-
behaving.
It's still, I don't know. I think the family should intervene, because at this point the man is just proven
The
to
family
be
doesn't
difficult.
know.
She should tell them.
The family doesn't
Like
know.
she should.
For all you know-
She should tell them like as soon as possible, because it's a family thing.
I know, right?
The man is just acting
It's
difficult
actually going
and
to
fishy.
affect the lady mentally, physically.
Even the kids
You
as well,
understand.
the kids, because
You understand.
right now you are stressing the woman. What if the woman gets up, leaves the house? Well, I will struggle and take care of these kids
Yeah.
myself as a single mother. You, the father, you aren't going to play any role in the kids' life. They grow up and become prominent people in society, and then you'll be there and like,
Then they show up. Oh, I'm your father. I mean, I get back to
like,
you.
you know, I mean, come on. It's right now it's going to affect her. It will affect the kids too as well. The family should intervene. If the family, after going to the family and it doesn't work out, then she should just take legal actions.
Action against the man.
She should just move on. Like, Charlie, I don't know, but when it comes to toxic relationships, because
You should have been a lawyer. not a
relationships should make you happy. I don't see why you should be in a toxic. Okay, this is even marriage, so like it makes it worse. Like,
I mean, you're in it.
Yes,
If you leave the society, are going to say, "Usubai nenye."
Usubai, are you kidding me? My husband is
understand.
stressing me and my kids.
They don't
I
know.
need my sanity. I have to move on in life.
She just have to decide and then take a bold step.
Yeah, she
do
has to.
that.
She has to.
Yeah,
She has
and so we were talking about the whole thing going to affect the children. Do you think they will grow up and then also take the footsteps of their father. I mean, they actually saw a toxic marriage.
yeah.
You get it? Someone who actually doesn't respect.
It depends. But one thing that is for sure is they will grow up not liking their dad.
Yeah.
They might, I don't use the word hate, but I mean, if it's worse situations, they would hate their dad because, I mean, you accused our mom,
Yeah.
called her names. That is if they are even still in the house and then they grew up to hear stuff
Yeah.
like that. You called her names and all that. They'll grow up hating their dad.
Even
and-
if they
and-
leave the house and then the woman decides to, I'm going to work hard and take care of my children, don't you think it will still affect them in any way? They are men. They don't have,
that's
they don't
true.
have like,
That's true. Boys.
yeah.
Twin boys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's true. It's going to affect them. But I've also seen single mothers do so well with
yeah.
their
Oh, yeah,
sons.
yeah.
So
I mean,
it depends.
I'm a
It
testimony,
depends.
so you can look at me.
It depends. It depends. So I think it would affect them, yes. But once she's able to pick,
Yeah.
let me use the pick the pieces up, as in get the courage and okay, right now, psych herself that I'm in this all by myself.
Yeah.
I have to struggle hard and then raise these kids. They would grow up. They will love her and
I mean, they'll be better.
yeah, they would be better without their dad because at this stage, stressing the kids and his wife as well.
Yeah.
It's
too much.
It's too much. It's too much. I think
it's
I don't
too
know,
much.
but she should deal with the family thing first and
Yeah.
then think about the legal. In Ghana here, legal systems are
Oh, no. I mean, right now I think there's a system that actually helps abusive relationships, especially for women.
Is the man hitting her? Or
No.
it's just-
It's just the insult.
Okay,
And then
okay,
everything. Okay, so what are your final words?
Ooh,
for
final words,
the
final
women?
words. So, Ellen, if you are listening to me, I think first of all, you should talk to your family, the immediate family, his parents, siblings. Talk to them about that this is the situation you are dealing with currently. They might find a way to talk to
Yeah.
him or, bring him back on board and all that. And also about the DNA thing, they might also, help convince him to go to the DNA test.
Yeah.
So he will stop calling you a prostitute and he won't think that you went to cheat and brought someone's kids into his house.
Yeah.
And well, aside that, we've also spoken about the legal aspect. You can also take that as well if you think the family thing didn't go on well.
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing is your happiness, your sanity, and the well-being of the kids.
Yeah.
So for me personally, if all these things don't work out, just psych up your mind that you're going to take care of these kids yourself because the man you claim you married, you loved, supposedly supposed to be the father of the kids,
Yeah.
is all acting up. So just move on. It's going to be difficult, it's going to be hard, but move on and think of the well-being of the kids because when they grow up to become responsible people in
Yeah.
the society, they would always remember you as their mom and be happy. So that's my small advice to you, Ellen. It's hard, but
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, Helen, I hope you have heard Auntie Diane's corner, and you are going to take the advice. We are taking a commercial break. When we come back, it's time for a fun moment. Don't go nowhere. Hi, lovies. So, welcome back. We are still here. I told you that we are going to have, you're welcome to a fan section with the one and only Diane. So, I'm going to serve her the cupcake. So, yes. Queen. They're just taking, you don't even check and see.
So, I give it to you.
Give it to me. Give my thing. So, trivia. Trivia is really hard, but let me just try and see if you know. I saw when you my dear kakra.
Hey, sister.
Hey, okay. So I just saw it.
Hey, what should the baby say?
And then you nana obey it. Okay, so your number one question: how many colors does a rainbow have?
Hey, ready?
One coming out chicken. If you can just say nest.
7 and I'm a boy.
Oh yeah, I think you had it. You actually guessed that you got it. Okay. So at what temperature does water freezes?
100 degrees.
Hey! Okay, question number 3. In which country has the most? Please. Which country has the most coronavirus cases after China in March 19th, 2020?
USA.
Excuse me?
USA.
So remember I give the way Italy. Hey, okay. So your last question: on which holiday do you go for trick or treating?
Trick or treat.
Which holiday now?
Halloween.
Oh yeah. When you're coming, okay, guys, so we've come to the end of the show. It's sometimes sad to go, but then I have to go so that I can be on your screen next time. I want to say a very big thank you to my sponsors, to Duke's Media House, Sun Chris Catering Services, and talking about Sun Chris, we have some foods here. And she provides food for us, the crew every time. So a very big shout out to her. She has today we have wache, we have fried rice, a lot of food. Join us when we finish now. You understand? So to Sun Chris and also to Silax Fashion, to Exprilia, and to myghmarket.com, and also to you guys who always make a date with us. This show wouldn't be a successful one without you. And also a very big shout out to my crew. We will see you same time next week, same station, and I'm still your host, Annabelle. So see you next time. Okay, so for getting 2 of your questions correct, I'll just give you. Hey, wait, let me give you the small one.
Small one.
For your punishment, I feel like I didn't even clean your makeup. Your hair, I shout.
Okay. To win a friend in the kitchen, though. Okay.
See, guys, the food is really, really good. So don't look anywhere if you're looking for a catering services for your
delicious
events. All you have to do is they are just a call away. So just call them. It's a very nice chicken. I know some people are jealous. So peace.